Greetings, traders. Welcome to the 8th lesson of Chapter 6, Understanding Margin Level in Forex Trading. Today we're delving into a topic that's both crucial yet often overlooked, the margin level. This critical metric serves as a barometer for the health of your trading account, reflecting the ratio of your equity to used margin. Over the course of this lesson, we'll dissect the components of margin level, highlighting its importance and illustrating its practical implications. We'll also illuminate how margin levels can serve as an early warning system for risk management and walk you through the process of calculating margin level, which is a key indicator of your account's leverage status and margin safety. So buckle up for an enlightening journey into the intricacies of margin level. Join us on this enlightening journey to better understand and manage your margin level. To start off, what exactly is a margin level? Well, in the realm of Forex trading, margin level is a key metric that lets you assess the health of your trading account. It's a measure that shows the ratio of your account equity to the used margin. You see, when you're trading on margin, you're essentially borrowing money from your broker to open positions. Your broker requires a deposit from you, which is known as the used margin. The balance left in your account after setting aside the used margin is your free margin. Now, your account equity, which is the sum of your used margin and free margin, is what you've got to work with. Now imagine a seesaw. On one side you have your account equity, and on the other, the used margin. When your equity is high and the used margin low, the seesaw tips in your favor. This is the ideal scenario, representing a high margin level. Conversely, when the used margin is high and equity low, the seesaw tips against you, representing a low margin level. The margin level is calculated as the ratio of equity to used margin, expressed as a percentage. So, for instance, if you have an equity of $10,000 and a used margin of $5,000, your margin level would be 200%. This means you have twice as much equity as the used margin. In essence, the margin level is the buffer you have before you can no longer open new positions or maintain existing ones. When this buffer is large, your account is in a healthy state. When it's small or worse, depletes entirely, you're on thin ice, with the risk of a margin call or stop out. Thus, margin level is a critical measure of your trading account's health. It's your financial pulse in the world of Forex trading, indicating whether your account is robust and thriving or under stress and potentially faltering. Now let's delve into the components that make up the margin level. Understanding the components of margin level is like solving a puzzle. Each piece has its own place and importance. The two main components that make up margin level are account equity and used margin. Let's start with account equity. In the world of Forex trading, equity refers to the total value of your trading account. It's the sum of your account balance and any unrealized gains or losses from your open positions. It fluctuates as the market moves and as you open and close trades. It's like the pulse of your account, constantly changing, constantly alive. So what about used margin? Used margin is the amount of money that your broker has set aside to keep your positions open. Think of it as a security deposit of sorts. It's a portion of your equity that's locked away and can't be used to open new positions. The more trades you have open, and the larger they are, the higher your used margin will be. Now let's bring these two components together. Margin level is calculated by taking your account equity and dividing it by your used margin. The result is then multiplied by 100 to give you a percentage. This percentage is your margin level. Why do we use a percentage? Well, it's easier to understand and compare. A margin level of 200% means you have twice as much equity as used margin. A margin level of 50% means you have half as much equity as used margin. It's a quick, efficient way to gauge the health of your trading account. Remember, the higher your margin level, the more equity you have compared to your used margin. The lower your margin level, the less equity you have compared to your used margin. This can be crucial information, especially when the market is volatile and prices are fluctuating rapidly. So, the margin level is calculated using your account equity and your used margin. It's a simple formula, but it's a powerful tool in the hands of a savvy Forex trader. It's like a compass, guiding you through the choppy waters of the Forex market. You may wonder, why does the margin level matter? Well, let's unravel that mystery together. The margin level plays a pivotal role in Forex trading. It's like a health check for your trading account. Imagine you're an athlete running a marathon. Your margin level is akin to your stamina level. The higher it is, the longer you can keep going, but if it dips too low, you might have to stop and take a breather. In the world of trading, this rest stop is known as a margin call or stop out. So, what is a margin call? It's a wake-up call from your broker when your account's equity falls below a certain level. It means you need to deposit more funds or close some positions to avoid potential losses. On the other hand, a stop-out occurs when your margin level falls too low and your broker automatically closes some or all of your positions to prevent further losses. In essence, your margin level gives you a heads up about how close you are to these scenarios. It's like a fuel gauge in a car. When the gauge approaches E for empty, you know it's time to refuel. Similarly, when your margin level drops, it's time to take action. You might need to deposit more funds, close some positions, or reevaluate your trading strategy. You see, trading is not just about making profits, it's also about managing risks and protecting your account from potential pitfalls. And that's where your margin level comes in. It serves as a protective barrier, helping you avoid trading risks and maintain a healthy account balance. Understanding your margin level is crucial, especially in volatile markets. Market conditions can change rapidly, and if you're not prepared, you could find yourself in a precarious position. But by keeping an eye on your margin level, you can navigate the stormy seas of Forex trading with confidence. Therefore, keeping an eye on your margin level can help you avoid unpleasant surprises like margin calls. Let's see how margin level works in practice. Imagine you're a trader with an account equity of $10,000, and you've used a margin of $2,000 in your trades. To calculate your margin level, you would divide your equity by the use margin and then multiply it by 100. So, in this scenario, your margin level would be 500%. This is considered a high margin level, indicating a healthy account status. You have sufficient funds in your account to open more trades without worrying about a margin call or stop out. Now let's look at a contrasting scenario. Suppose your account equity has dropped to $4,000 while your used margin remains at $2,000. In this case, your margin level has dropped to 200%. This is a low margin level, signaling that you're nearing a risk zone. If your open trades continue to lose, your broker may issue a margin call, asking you to deposit more funds into your account. If you don't heed this call, and your losses continue, a stop-out may occur, leading to the automatic closure of some or all your trades to prevent further losses. Between these two scenarios, it's evident that a higher margin level provides more flexibility and less risk, while a lower margin level requires careful monitoring and potentially quick action. Keep in mind that these are simplified examples. In reality, the market's volatility can cause rapid changes in your account equity and margin level. So, what's the takeaway? A high margin level indicates a healthy account, while a low margin level signals a riskier situation. By understanding your margin level, you can adjust your trading strategy accordingly, either opening more trades when your margin level is high or reducing risk when it's low. As you can see, understanding your margin level in real-life scenarios is crucial to manage your trades effectively. The significance of the margin level cannot be overstated. That's because it plays a pivotal role in your trading journey, particularly in managing risk. Think of it as a barometer, indicating the pressure building up within your trading account. A high reading suggests a healthy account, while a low one hints at potential storms on the horizon. Let's delve deeper into this metaphor. Imagine you're a ship captain sailing the high seas of Forex trading. Your margin level is akin to your ship's radar system. It gives you an advanced warning about potential hazards, enabling you to navigate safely through treacherous waters. A high margin level signifies calm seas ahead, granting you the confidence to chart your course and make strategic decisions. On the other hand, a low margin level is like detecting a looming storm. It's a signal that you need to take corrective action to avoid capsizing your ship, or in trading terms, to prevent a margin call or stop out. You might need to close some positions, reduce your trading volume, or inject more funds into your account. But what if you ignore these warnings? Well, it's like sailing straight into a hurricane. You'll be at the mercy of the market, risking your entire equity. That's why seasoned traders keep a close eye on their margin levels. They understand that this metric is not just a number, but a crucial tool for survival in the volatile world of Forex trading. Moreover, margin level is not just a reactive measure. Proactive traders use it to optimize their trading strategies. For instance, if your margin level is comfortably high, you might decide to take on more risk for potential higher returns. Conversely, if it's nearing the danger zone, you might opt for a more conservative approach. Thus, a healthy margin level can act as your first line of defense in risk management. It's your lighthouse in the storm, guiding your decisions and helping you steer clear of the rocky shores of financial loss. So remember to keep a close eye on it and let it guide you towards more confident and informed trading decisions. Now let's look at how to calculate your margin level. Calculating your margin level is quite straightforward, and it's an essential part of managing your trading account. It's a simple formula that provides valuable insights into your account's leverage status and margin safety. The formula for calculating your margin level is margin level equals equity divided by used margin, then multiplied by 100. Here's what each component means. Equity is the total value of your trading account. It's the sum of your account balance and your current profit or loss. So if you have a balance of $5,000 and you're currently up by $1,000 on an open position, your equity is $6,000. Used margin, on the other hand, is the amount of money that your broker has set aside from your account to open and maintain your current positions. So let's say you have an open position that required a used margin of $1,000. That's the amount your broker has reserved from your account. Now let's plug in these values into our formula. Your equity of $6,000 divided by your used margin of $1,000 gives us 6. Multiply that by 100 and you get a margin level of 600%. This percentage tells you how much of your equity is currently being used as margin. The higher the percentage, the more equity you have compared to your used margin, and the further you are from a margin call. Conversely, a lower margin level means you're using a large portion of your equity as margin and are closer to a margin call. So, in our example, a margin level of 600% means you have 6 times more equity than you are using as margin. This indicates a healthy account status with a considerable buffer before reaching a margin call. So, by calculating your margin level, you gain vital insights into your account's leverage status and margin safety. We've now reached the end of our 8th lesson about understanding margin level in Forex trading. This journey has been enlightening, hasn't it? We've explored the depths of margin level, its calculation, and its absolute significance in the realm of Forex trading. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned. We started by defining margin level, a crucial metric that gauges the health of your trading account by showing the ratio of your equity to the used margin. It's like a financial pulse, giving you a real-time snapshot of your trading vitality. We then delved into the components of margin level. Like a well-cooked dish, the margin level calculation involves 2 main ingredients: account equity and used margin. Both these elements interact to give you the margin level, providing you with a clear picture of your account's status. Understanding why the margin level matters was our next stop. We underscored how it acts as a barometer, measuring the proximity to a margin call or stop out. This knowledge can help you steer clear of potential financial pitfalls. We illustrated the concept of margin level in practice, providing examples of high and low margin levels and their implications. This helped us understand the practical implications and how to interpret different margin levels in real-world trading scenarios. We then emphasized the significance of margin level as an early warning system. This can help you manage risk in trading, allowing you to make informed decisions and potentially avoid substantial losses. Finally, we learned how to calculate margin level. This key indicator of your account's leverage status and margin safety can be determined using a simple formula. It's like your personal compass, guiding you through the often turbulent seas of Forex trading. Thank you for joining us today. Now it's time to apply this knowledge to your trading. Remember, understanding and managing your margin level is fundamental to maintaining account health and effective risk management. We look forward to seeing you in our next lesson, demystifying margin call in Forex trading. Until then, happy trading.